to the 6th webinar of SAR's 10-week free webinar series. My name is Hamsi and I will be your moderator today. Okay, so let's be honest. It's difficult to grow a business, right? It requires a lot of effort. Initially, it entails donning several headgears, then dealing with sales and marketing, understanding of taxes and company regulations, etc. On a daily basis, you'll have to interact with customers, and there is so much more. But relax, we have a solution for you. Our today's presenter, Prabjot Kaur, who is also the Executive Director and Marketing Head at SAR Technosoft, will give you various ideas on how to grow your business. Before we get started, let me share with you the important information. Please check your audio settings in advance. Make sure that you have a good network connectivity. We have enabled the chat box so that you can put up your thoughts and questions over there. We will have a question answer session after the presentation, and we would also want to let you know that this session is being recorded. So now, without wasting much time, I would like Prabjot ma'am to please start.
Thank you, Hamsi. Good evening, everyone, and thanks for participating in this webinar. So, today we are here with another topic and another source of information. If you are here, it means there could be 3 reasons. Hopefully, you are already in any business, or you are thinking about starting a business, or you are simply here for some information. What is your option? Please let me know in the chat box. Your feedback is quite important. Be interactive. Great. For information. Fine. I would like to know more responses. Great. So we have options like my own business, for information, and some are just hoping to start their business. So without wasting any time, let's start with our presentation. Here we are. Our today's topic is ideas for business growth. And we will be following this agenda. Starting from the strategy, we will be evaluating what, going to uniqueness, calculating revenue, finding the change that is required for the new customer, learning content marketing, hire strategy, supporting community, and doing market research. At the end, we will conclude and take your question answer. Let's start. As it is wisely said, if you look closely, overnight success look a long time. We generally have opinion that somebody got success and he might not have worked too hard. But we just look at the final stage. We don't know what at the back end they have worked hard, on what policies they worked. So when you look at successful people, just look at their hard work also. This way we get growth. That is why it is also said, strength and growth come only through continuous effort and struggle. These are lifelong process and they go along with us. In the ideas of business growth, our first thing is, there is no shortage of remarkable idea. What is missing is the will to execute them. You might have heard of number of ideas. Every time, the difficulty is how you execute them. This is the main reason behind the lack of proper execution of ideas. Today, we will be learning some of them. Our first step is, when we are thinking that our business should grow, what we have to think about? We have to start with the strategy. Because without any planning, you can't start anything. And if you start any process without proper strategy, without any planning, you will find yourself stuck somewhere. So what to do? When we are working on a strategy, where we are working, we are focusing on our time, our energy, and resources on the path of our growth. We just think each and everything very minutely and analyze them properly. In this way, we have to create our vision. But how? We will create our vision in the backward. What does it mean? It means you have to think your end position, where you want to reach. From that point, you have to think in the reverse order. Only then you can create a proper strategy. When you are creating a strategy, you have to answer few questions. Let's take one by one. First thing, just think about or ask yourself what kind of business you are, in which things you are dealing. What kind of customer you are serving. It means what kind of customer base you are having. How you make differentiation with other competitors. What is the unique thing with you? That's why your customer should engage with you. Last, you have to think about trend that you and your customers are facing. It means once you are figured all these things, you have to come on the ultimate question. Your work doesn't stop here. You just think about what business you have, what customer base you have, how you feel that you are unique, and what are the trends. After figuring all these things, you have to answer an ultimate question. What is that? What kind of company or business do we want to become? What is your ultimate goal? You have to answer this question. To answer this question, you have to create a vision. This time, create your vision considering 3 years in future, where you see yourself after 3 years. Considering different aspects like what technology at that time will be available, what will be the capabilities of the people, what type of customers will be there, or what type of products you will be dealing that time. When you are analyzing all these things, you will come to the point where you can analyze that what are the products or things that are keeping you away from your target. This way, you can keep them aside or just discard them. This strategy is called strategic fit. How many of you are thinking about creating a strategy just now? Just give me a thumbs up. Okay, great. So, I hope many of you are creating a strategy. Let's move to the other part. Once you are done with this part, you have created a strategy. What is your next step? You have to ask, is my business worth doing? You have to think about this concept again and again, because there is a value for your time and capabilities that you are putting in your business, and there should be some value for all these things. Your friends and families might be asking you the same question. Why are you doing this? So you have to answer this difficult question. When you are answering this question, you have to consider few things like, is your passion making you financially strong? Are you able to handle your finances very well? Next, are your customers paying you good enough for your passion, or you are getting less? And here one thing is also to notice is how much is enough. You have to figure out this information also. Along with it, we will also work on how much potential, how much money, or how much efforts you are putting in the business. And in return, what are you getting? Are you getting something from your business, or you are just putting in and putting in? At last, you will consider, is there any other option available by which you can generate same profit by putting less risk and less effort? There is no harm in thinking in this way also. Once you have done with this procedure, you can work on this also. Think through compensation and profit. Compensation, you can treat it like what the things you are working in the business, which means like wages or salary. Your business gives wages and salary for working in the business. And your profit can be considered as working on the business, because it is the revenue, it is the real income that you generate, or you can say it is the output or return you get on the capital. You have to work on, aim to be paid on your market value. It means when you are calculating something, you have to think in this way. If you get your job done from some other person, how much will you pay to them? Think logically and think as per the current situation, which means the values you are taking should not be like this 5 years earlier or 10 years earlier. It means the current position, current time, that what are the rates going on, what are the capabilities going on. As per that value, just calculate and figure out the things that will work. At last, consider target 20% return. When you are considering about profit, it should be 20% on the capital, because it is the reward of risk that you have put into your business in terms of cash or effort. And your business should generate this much profit. I think it is feasible. Okay. Now, once strategy is figured out and you know that your business is working well and you have figured out profit, there is one example. If you want to give a try whether your business is worth doing or not. There, suppose Meera was working in a company where she was earning 90,000 rupees salary. And due to some reason, she was laid off from the current job. And she thought that she would get another job of 60,000 rupees somewhere in the admin block. And in net worth, she will get 40,000. But somewhere in her mind, she want to start her own boutique. And if she want to start her boutique, she has to invest 50,000 in cash and 1,50,000 as a loan. So how she will think about whether the things will work or not for her? To do the calculation, she will do a simple trick. Here she will calculate that after 3 years, when her business will be established, it should return 40,000 for her salary, and 20%, that is 2 lakh into 20% on the investment that she has done. So it is again 40,000. So if the business is returning her that much amount, it is good to give it a try. So when we have figured out these two concepts, we will consider on how we can be unique, because it is an important concept in the market where we feel that everything is crowded, there is a lot of competition, no trick will be working. You have to think logical, you have to be unique. How these things will work? When you are working on a unique concept, you have to think in this way that nobody can copy you. It is hard to think, generate things that are hard to copy. Do not generate things that anybody can copy and their replica is available easily. Not at all. People are very smart these days. Think logically, do your homework, increase your knowledge. So, what we have to think when we are working on a uniqueness, we will think about customer point of view. What does it mean? It means when just think about why a customer should approach to you. Are you delivering them any feature that are not your competitors are giving? What are the products that are too attractive to attract your customer? Is there any special delivery services? Why they should leave your competitors and come to you? When you are able to answer these questions, your uniqueness will be with you. Also, you have to work on the features and benefit that you can provide to your customer. Every time when you are doing anything, customer point should be in your mind. This way your work will be quite easier. Let us take an example of Tesla Motors. They provide us so many luxury cars. But did you notice that along with the luxury, they provide us new technology. With every new brand, we have a new technology. This is the uniqueness we achieve with Tesla. So how to become unique? You have to work on your quality, pricing, delivery process. One important thing, maintain personal connection with your customer. This gives a positive vibe to your customer and definitely it will reward you in future. Now moving to the next part. I hope you understand all these concepts. If the things are clear, just give me thumbs up. I just want to know whether you got my point or not. Great. Well done. Thanks for your responses. So let's move to the other topic. Now we are growing step by step. When we are growing, it means we are working on our customer base also. Customers are our valuable property. We have two kind of customers. First are current customer. How we can generate revenue from our customers. Our existing customers are a good source to generate revenue. Why this? Because you can reach them directly, you can reach to them, and you are sure that they will interact with you when you communicate with them. And it is most required thing that every businessman should do. They should interact with their customer. And you know their purchasing nature. When existing customer come to you, that you can trace it quickly that what kind of things they like usually and how much they spend and how often they spend, what kind of things they like. So you know their purchasing nature, what type of brand they like, and this way you can able to create a data, or you can able to know more about them. That's why it is said more knowns, less risk. Less risk in trial, error, because you know them and there are less chances of errors. There are the different techniques for growing revenue from the current customer that can be applied in almost every business. Let's start from them. Loyalty clubs. More purchases, larger buys, which means that just create a membership and set a strength for the membership to attract your customer. Offer some attractive and very variable offers for your customer when they join this membership club. This way they will come to you again and again. Like if we take a very common example, we have so many supermarkets and Easy Day is one of them. They also offer such kind of membership. When you go there, they offer you this membership, and when you join their membership, they give you some cashback. In return, you get some cashback, some discount. It means when we do some calculation from customer point of view, we get discount on discount. And why not? Anybody will not be interested in availing such kind of benefits. Another thing, retail merchandising, which means if you have any retail location, use it wisely. Arrange your things like high margin products should be near to your entrance, and your staple products should be at the near the back. This way your customer will see your high margin products in when they are moving through both directions, and when things will be in just before them, they will definitely buy them. More it is a source of creating more curiosity, more queries. Bundles of services. Whatever features and products do you have? Arrange them in a 3-tier process of customer products like good, better, and best. This way, customer will come to know what kind of services and products you are offering and what are their categories. They are able to point which one is better for them. Here comes a working for you special combination. You have to apply your knowledge at this point. You have to think like this: what services or products you can club for your customer that they can't avail somewhere else in a single offer. This way, they will feel attracted and definitely come back to you. These are the general things that when somebody is purchasing anything from you in bulk quantity, offer them lower unit rate, and at the same time focus on promotion, which is very important. Every promotion is temporary promotion. Like you can offer any limited time sale. You can also offer limited time discount. You can offer one thing free with the another thing. These are the different kind of promotion that you can apply to attract your customer and generate revenue from your current customers. And next, to attract new customer, change something. It doesn't mean that when we are working with our current customer, we will neglect our new customer. They are also very important, and new customers should come to our place definitely. Then what should we do? If they haven't come to you till now, it means something is not working for them. And if you are expecting that they will come to you without doing any change, it is a big mistake. So what we will do? We will create differentiation, benefit statement, offer pricing, accessibility, communication, etc. Like as we said earlier, we will create a unique content for our new customers. And once it is done, we can target another customer. Like suppose you think about creating a new offer. And to give it a trial, what you can do, you can create a subset. What kind of subset it be? You can create a subset of similar customers where you can try this offer and check out the reviews so that you can modify them if there is any requirement like this. For example, you are creating an offer for elderly people or old age home. In the same way, you will get different kind of reviews and different feedbacks to modify and to increase your more interaction data. Another thing is credibility. It is an important issue. You have set up everything. Vision is clear, target is clear, everything. You have created uniqueness in your component, but you have not given any credibility. Why your customer will come to you? You have to show your credibility. There are the different ways. Like you can give them guarantee, reference, discount, free offers. There are the number of ways by which you can show your credibility. For example, like Toyota. People go for Toyota because they upgrade their products with simple modification. They don't provide complex alteration to the existing model so easily, because sometimes more complexity means less income or less customer. So you have to create your credibility in this way or whatever the way work for you. Increase visibility. It doesn't mean you just get out from your shop and stand outside somewhere in the market to increase your visibility. It means when you are creating your visibility, you have to interact more and more with your people. Go in some community events, go for any media activities. This way, it means creating a brand awareness for your product so that people come to know that what you are and what are the services you are offering. More visible you are, more chances are that people will feel more engaged and more connected with you. Because there is a general opinion. The company I know is less risky than I don't know. You can't change general opinion so easily. Just work on this concept, media. When you are working in any business, you have to consider your customer. What kind of media they are focusing? Are they using social networks or are they going in any community services like this? So whatever media your customer base is using to be visible, you have to use that particular media. So you have increased visibility. So when you are creating visibility means you are creating brand awareness. You are telling people that what services, what offers you are offering to them. And in return, you must invite their responses. What does or how it will work? It is called call to action, which means when you are promoting your brand, there must be some call to action, like go to your website, go to your shop, give some feedback, send message, email, anything like this, so that a communication channel should go on. And the final step. Final step is the last step is to purchase anything. When customers come to you to purchase anything, make sure to attend them wisely. Give them special attention. You will see the difference very soon. Finally, important thing, content marketing. As we were talking about visibility, it is related to that content also. Content marketing in the era in which we are living, content marketing is quite important. It helps in providing excitement, powerful and sustainable strategy, because this way people are more connected with you. People are working or looking for the more opportunities online platform these days. Like they want to buy things online. They have not sufficient time to go to supermarket or normal market. They just want to purchase things with a single click or with the comfort of their zone. It is an opportunity for you if you are able to showcase your product in front of them. If you are able to do so, you will definitely gain new customer. Now the thing is how you can showcase your product to your customer. There are a number of ways. You can create a blog, website. You can use any social media channel. These days people are very familiar with the mobile phones and they use number of social media channels like Facebook, Insta, Twitter, and many more options are there. You can use any one of them that is suitable to you and that you can use easily. Create events like you are launching a new product, featuring your product, and there are a number of ways. You can also create webinars like us. Webinars for providing information for your special features, your special products. You can also go for email marketing. Along with it, you can also create any ad. You can for demonstrating your products to sale, purchase, email marketing, everything you can give it a try. Then you will figure out which thing is working for you. There are the few tips for successful content marketing. As we have number of options and we do not know what things will work for you. So what to do? You have to define which content channel is best for you. You can't simply say without looking at them. At least you have to give them at least one try. Only then you will be able to find out that channel that will work for you. Similarly, you have to find out what type of content or form is working for you. For some businesses, textual content will work. For some informative picture will work. For some videos will work, and it could be possible for some simple audio will work. But you have to find a way what type of content is best suited for you. If you are not aware about content marketing, it is best choice to hire any content marketing expert. That will make your work easier and definitely you will get some benefit. You can also create content calendar. This way you can arrange your things wisely, which means you can mark out that, okay, I will post my content on Monday, Wednesday, or some other day with regular intervals, and your work will be easy. Use content marketing softwares. You can also use them. If you are in a position to pay for these software, it is advisable that you should also purchase some content marketing software, because this way you can market your content, you make your content visible at number of places with a click. That will make your work quite easier, although price may be higher. Then moving to the next part. Now, till now we have considered customer. Now we are considering our talent. Make every hire count. As you are growing, there will be a need for a team. And when you are hiring someone, what things you should consider in mind? Proper description should be given. In general practice, when we are hiring someone, we just consider one thing. Where do I find someone? We don't need to know anything else. We just need to focus on this thing, that where do I find someone? But in reality, the thing should be, what do I need this person do for me? What this person will do for me, how it will help in promoting or growing my business, and what are the skills that this person has and how his skills will help me in growing, and what are the other skills this employees other skill will help me in growing more. So it is required that every efficiency and skill set should be set in before, and define the role with clear specification. What you are expecting that person should do for you and contribute to the business. So choose someone as best contributor. If you have gone through any interview in some specialized job, you might have gone through this process. You have to follow their rules, like stage 1, stage 2, stage 3. They check your different abilities at different stages, and only then they hire you. It means they choose best of the best talent, and you have to follow this strategy also. Support your community. When we are working in a society, and it is our moral duty to give them some back. It doesn't mean just take some product and giving them back. It means do some donations, events, services, that by which you are not helping your society, you are growing your society as well. Like you can create events or arrange some seminars by which they come to know how they can acquire specific knowledge about a product, how they can create a product, how you can help them in some way. Try to put some effort in helping your community. This way your visibility will be more, and you will be connected with more and more customers. So you can say you are serving to public, you are also helping your community, and you are also getting customers. Now, moving to the last point, and very interesting and important, competitive market research and competitive intelligence. When we are growing, certain things should be kept in mind. It doesn't mean you are working on just customer, your product. You have to keep your eyes always open. You have to move all around. You have to work on your competitors and trend. It means you have to follow your competitors as well when you are working for yourself. Why? For this purpose, you can use many free online competitor analysis tools like TalkWalker, etc. They will provide you full knowledge about what products your competitors are using, what are the trends the customers are following, what is the new technology they are using. So this way you come to know what are the various opportunities that are available to you in the market. Or you can see that there is a vast area to explore that you can use. You can take it as a guideline. And when this market research is combined with marketing intelligence, it will give you great insight. What the things are working for you and what are the things not working for. Along with it, it also provides you highlights about your business. What are the new players that are coming in same kind of business or established companies knowledge? What are the innovations related to your business and the disasters as well. So this way you have in-depth knowledge about your business itself and what are the other opportunities available for you as well. For example, let us take an example of Apple company. Apple redefined mobile companies. How? Whereas it was pioneered by Motorola. Means the Sun system was designed or defined by someone else, but its whole advantage is taken by Apple company. Similarly, the case applied to Google. Google took lesson from the Yahoo's UI and worked a lot on its own UI. And the difference we can see easily. Every day we have a new look. So here comes we came to the conclusion. And answer is, when you are working to grow your business, you have to work on various options, various plan, because you don't know what thing exactly work for you. So you have to figure out that what thing will work or what thing is working for you. Create a clear plan about this thing and choose something unique. Start with simple step, an idea or motivation, which is very much required. Don't hesitate to face challenges, because when we are growing, we have to face lots of problems. It doesn't mean that we should sit, relax and stop moving. And okay, one more thing is, you also continuously work on improving yourself, your product, your customer base. This way you will get definitely some results. So sooner or later you will be rewarded. That's all for this session. And if you have any queries, you can ask me. I will try to definitely answer them.
Thank you, ma'am. Now we start with the question answer session. Please put your questions in the chat box.
Okay, we have a question. Do I need to create different type of promotion strategies for new customer and existing customer? Definitely, you need to follow different strategies for different customers, because you know the nature of your existing customers. So the promotion criteria will be different. And if you are attracting your new customer, if you create different strategy for them, it will also give you more benefit. So it is a wise decision to create different strategies. To creating, another question is, how can I make my business a brand? When you are working on a brand base, you have to create your visibility. That we discussed in this session, that You have to increase your visibility by number of ways. You can either use social media platform, you can go to your community, you can go to any public events, or you can also conduct any media event to show your or to create your brand awareness. How to motivate my employees to work in a way that will help business growth? Good question. Motivation is a vast subject, and if you without motivation we are not ready to do anything. In the same way, if you want that your employee should work in a way that will help to grow your business, you have to set a role model, work with different innovative ideas, show some energy, and take them as a team, as a whole. You alone can't reach to your goal so efficiently. You to reaching to your goal, you need a team. So support them, appreciate them, and guide them. Definitely, they will work with you and they will move with you. How can we offer membership kind of benefit for manufacturing or construction business? Oh, difficult question. No problem. I try to answer it. Like for construction business, you can offer number of options. Like house is a basic need of every person, and when we are in a construction business, it means you have to focus on the strength of a building, material use, their structure, and when you are targeting your customer base, you should focus on these points, that your construction company is building this setup in this much days. This could be your strategy, or what kind of material your company is using, or what kind of structure your company is using could be a great option or great target point for the customers. How can I learn content marketing? There are a number of ways to learn content marketing. There are a number of courses. There are number of resources by which you can learn content marketing. And if you are unable to find them, you can connect with me. At the end, I have displayed all the options. You can go through them and connect with us to learn this strategy. Thank you, all of you. Do we have more questions?
I think we have covered all the questions, ma'am.
Okay, so moving to the next part, as it was a wonderful session with all of you. At the end, I just want to say, keep your head up with a smile on your face, work hard, and be true to yourself. Success is bound to touch your feet. Best of luck with your life and future from my side. And do connect with me for further information. Enjoy your day. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, everyone, for joining today's session. And if you have any other questions, suggestions, or you want to know more about our company and services, do mail us at info@saartechnosoft.com. And we hope that you enjoyed this session. You will receive a follow-up email within 24 to 48 hours with a link to view a recording of the webinar. The recording will also be available on our YouTube channel, so you can just go to YouTube and you can search for SAR Technosoft and you will find our YouTube channel over there. You can also watch the previous recordings. 5 webinars have been conducted yet, so now there are more 4 webinars are left now after this one, so you can just register. You can tell your friends and relatives to register as well. And now on the behalf of SAR Technosoft and our presenter, thank you for joining us today and have a great day ahead. Also, don't forget that we have our next webinar on artificial intelligence on 3rd of July. Thank you once again, everyone.